Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
The bench, coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
It is a Saturday morning. That means it's the locker room with Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chief and Mainland alumni, wide receiver Dave Klemick, and producer Nikki Earnshaw. Welcome, boys. Dave Klemick, good to see you.
That's going to be a great show. This is
Well,
my favorite one of the year.
Let me tell you, I look forward to spending time with you and Nick on Saturdays. I get worked up to the point that even this week, Nick and I already started our debate like on Thursday night, and we're going to get into it. But you know, we're 10-1. The Eagles are 10-1. And Dave, we got so much to break down with this today. We're going to be talking with NFL analyst for both radio and TV, Brian Baldinger. Baldy's Breakdowns. You ever see that on Twitter?
I watched it last night.
You know, he reminds me of like a coach. You know how coaches break down film back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I love Baldy.
I know. I listened to him do the breakdown of how the defenses in the NFL a lot of times are split right to the left side, where they're cover two on the right side, man to man on the left side.
It's so valuable too, because Nick, because people that never played football or never been in a locker room, in a coach, in the film room, he does it in a way that the layman, the fan can really understand. Like you said, break down the defense.
Yeah, what he does is so helpful to the fan who doesn't know all the terminology. He breaks it down in a way that you can understand. And it's awesome. And you learn so much from just those little Twitter clips that he puts out. It's awesome.
Doesn't it bring back good memories, Klemick, when you were in the film room and the coach is going back and forth, whether he did something good? So most coaches, if you did something really well, they'd go over it a couple times.
Here's how it breaks down. You go from most general to most specific, right? So you start with special teams, and then boom, that meeting's over. You go to team. Then you go to offense, then you go to position, then you go to individual, right? So you have to go in team film. You're watching defensive breakdown over and over and over. Then you go to offense. You're watching offensive linemen go, oh my gosh. And they're looking at our plays too, like, come on, get me out of here. And then you go into your position, and then it gets a little more specific. And then in individual, it's all you. So it's great. But like, if you just so the listener knows how an NFL team,
like, you can't fool the coaches and the other players in the room. When you make a mistake, they're going to show you, and everybody on the team knows.
Yeah,
fans might not know, the media might not know, but the players know.
Here's a cool thing too: breaking down film, and when you're really good at it, it gets boring. So you have to find ways to make it fun. Tony Gonzalez was so good at breaking down film. He would not only watch the film and watch other people's position, but he would watch like coaches picking a wedgie, or like they would pick out
this guy doing right here?
Manager like that was like not paying attention.
Who's
to the
picking their
drill.
nose?
And he would like, he would figure this all out while he was watching the film, because he was so used to doing it. You know, I thought that was like one of the funniest things about Tony.
And then at 11 o'clock, we will talk with the sports book consigliere Dave Sherpan. He was rapping on Twitter. Nick, I saw it, but I guess I was just looking at it, and I was preoccupied watching the games the other night.
On his show, The Bostonian versus the Book, I believe, that he started rapping, and he sent it to Clement M over here. He's like,
Clement M.
So we might have a rap battle today.
More people have been calling me that this week than ever since 20 years ago in Kansas City. And unfortunately,
Clement M.
I did write a nice "Twas the Night Before Football."
That was, what? To this, I'm still getting people texting me saying that poem was awesome. Was unbelievable.
We'll bring it back out at Christmas time.
Yeah, we got to definitely bring
it closer.
Back, And then, of course, at the bottom of the hour, we're going to celebrate Mainland's great win, great season, 13-0. They win the Group 4 state championship, and today is Mainland Day. At the second hour, we're going to talk with the running back Steve Ordilli.
14-0.
He's going to come visit us.
14
Oh,
and 0.
they-
He's coming down
oh,
to the
I thought
studio.
Studio.
Yeah.
They're 14-0.
14.
I thought they were 13.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's the
that's
first
even better.
14-0 team in
Wow.
New Jersey history. So,
Wow.
Wow.
yeah. How about
And
that?
then we'll talk with the head coach Chuck Smith again
Chuck Smith.
at
And
11:30.
remember when we called him the first time,
Yeah.
he really broke down and gave us a really his coaches. I
Right.
think he really, now I want to
Now
talk
we're
more
going to
about
put
his
the players.
players.
Yeah, because now it's
Yeah.
all about the players.
Yeah. Mm.
So we got a great show lined up. Now, we're going to put up a text board question. And,
Yes.
and Dave, you're going to have to sit here and maybe be
Get the referee jersey
the
out.
referee. I should put the referee jersey on.
At some point during the show, probably.
On Twitter last week after I was to watch that Eagles Bills game was, even though they won, it was very frustrating. I walked away feeling like, all right, we won the game, but I was like, just we haven't had a game where not a blowout, but like where you're like, you're going to win, you're satisfied, everything was clicking, and the players even say that. So I made a couple comments on Twitter, and a few people got all over me because they were like, Jalen Hurts is MVP of the league. Like there were so many variables. Like if Jake Elliott doesn't hit that field goal, we're not even that conversation is not even starting, right? There's so many other factors involved. That was a team win. So I said, penalty, play calling bad, turnovers bad. This is bad. Final outcome 37-34 win. And a couple of people got all over me on Twitter. So my question is, who's the MVP right now? Who's got the inside track on the MVP of the league right now?
All right. This is what I'm so glad you asked me. That total coincidence. We didn't set this up.
No,
I
we
wrote
didn't.
my whole show notes on why Jalen Hurts is the MVP.
Wow.
All right.
See?
Really?
I wasn't all for it either until I started breaking
But
it down.
there's and look, how do you what most valuable player? Does that mean the quarterback with the most wins? Because if you look at this, I'm looking at the NFL player passing stats for 2023.
What about the running stats? The running stats.
I understand, but
Yes.
What about the running stats?
Nailed it. I got this. I'll give you my
all right.
breakdown.
So Josh Allen last week, did he have 2 running touchdowns? I think he did.
I think so.
Yeah, he had 2. So I mean, and his
'cause he
passer
was running
numbers.
all over.
I mean, if you look at Josh Allen, listen,
He's barely 500.
Let me specify this. I love Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts on this team he's doing a phenomenal job. He's got great skilled players. He's got a great team, but I just don't think, like, last year was definitely an MVP year. This year, not so much. And are they winning? Yes, but I don't think it's all because of Jalen Hurts.
It's a big reason why they're
He's
winning.
a big reason, but he's not. To me, right now, like you can't go. I think in the first half they had 99 total yards.
What happened in the fourth
He
quarter?
had 33 yards. I understand, but 33 yards passing, and 0 for 5 on third downs, 2 turnovers, a fumble, and an interception.
They scored 37 points. They
So
scored
there-
37
I don't know,
points.
man. Is my standard too high,
I think
guys?
this is a fantastic defensive year. Like
Right.
there's years when the offense is just flying high and there's quarterbacks with super high numbers. Guess what? No quarterbacks have crazy numbers. Maybe CJ Stroud, he'll be a Pro Bowl
Rookie of
guy.
the year. He'll win
But-
Rookie of the Year.
So Jalen Hurts is like a Swiss Army knife, right? And I just did this whole thing on what a Swiss Army knife really is and what it's not. What it's not is a big knife or a really, really good pair of scissors or a really good screwdriver. It's just got a little bit of everything and it's useful against every matchup. So the league is like a matchup league, right? So you have like the Bills as a matchup. You could get killed by the Bills if you were mismatched. But Jalen Hurts is a Swiss Army knife and he can run. He can just lead. He can straight out pass when he needs to. He can do what he needs to. It's not all pretty. It's not the best one thing, but it survives everything. Barely.
But is that
barely survives?
But is he? I mean, is he MVP? I mean, there's like 12 quarterbacks in front of him here on the chart.
But he wins.
That's
passing.
Look, but
Yeah.
do you get an MVP just for being a winner?
You should.
You can
should.
pass a lot from way behind. Colin Kaepernick was like 1-14, and he passed for 4,000 yards or whatever.
Right.
But he was
No,
losing
look,
every
there's
game.
no question that Jalen Hurts is a winner. He's
Yeah,
a
he's a
winner.
Right.
I mean, there's no doubt. And I don't, on this team, I don't want any other quarterback. But that being said, I'm just because I think there's other, like if you look at Brock Purdy, Brock Purdy has he's got 21 touchdowns, he has 19 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and his quarterback rating is
I
112.
can't just look at the stats, though. You have to also look.
I know, and
at
Josh
the
always
game.
says the stats don't always tell the story.
They don't always tell the story. Like, you have to look at Jalen Hurts, like Dave was saying, he's a Swiss Army knife. You can't just look at the passing numbers. The rushing numbers are incredible as well. Like, he's going to break Cam Newton's record this year. He's going to smash it for rushing touchdowns. So while his passing numbers aren't to the level of a Patrick Mahomes or CJ Stroud this year or any of these other quarterbacks, he's also doing it on the ground because he has that other factor as well. And then in the biggest moments, he's making the big throws. He's making the smart play. That's valuable. That's the most valuable to me.
You guys talk me into it because I just don't see it right now.
No,
I still want him to win it.
So I didn't either until I started looking at last night. And me and Josh were looking at it, Hennig, while we were working out, and we were talking this over, and we're like, I wonder why he wouldn't be. Like, we're like, okay, let's look at everybody else. Maybe somebody else has better passing statistics, but it doesn't come with a win. The win has a lot to do with how you're playing.
And I know Nick doesn't like hypotheticals, but if Jake Elliott doesn't hit that field goal, we're not even having this conversation.
You can't go on the hypothetical.
The Swiss Army
what
knife
happens.
is not
That's
good
what
at
sports
anything.
is, isn't it? It's like a good radio.
Right. The Swiss Army knife isn't good at one thing. It's good at everything. So
I hear you, Dave, and I get it. But so let's put a text board question out.
Put it out.
609-403-0973. Who's the lead? Who's leading the league? Who's leading the MVP race right now? All right, who's your MVP right now? 609-403-0973. 609-403-0973 is the text board number. I've got a couple of locker room 97.3 ESPN t-shirts. I got
a couple of shirts.
A white small and a Kelly Green small.
Kelly Green's nice.
Yeah, and then you'll give them away. 609-403-0973. Wow, that's segment 8. The A block's already done. Are you kidding me?
We say this every week.
It's unbelievable.
Every week.
I like when we just riff like that. I like the sponsors too, but I like riffing.
By the way, I want to send out a happy birthday wish to Tom Jackson.
Happy birthday, Tom.
He's turning 40 tomorrow now.
About that. Big 4-0.
That's what he told. But he looks great. All right, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection, professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process. From contract signing to closing, from the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Give the Ocean City office a call, 609-399-1227. Now, I'm here to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. You got to get to La Scala's. They're located in Brigantine. They opened this summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll enjoy their famous pizza, daily specials, and game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Hey, every Thursday night is Brigantine night. Live music from 6 to 9. One free signature pizza per table. You get the drink specials, $2 Miller Lite, $3 Peroni, and $4 house wines. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. And of course, those meatballs are to die for down there. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemick, and Nikki Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 97.3 ESPN with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
There are not enough adjectives that we can use to describe how good Jalen Hurts was yesterday. The guy is an absolute baller, and outside of Pat Mahomes, I'm not sure there's anybody out there in the NFL that I'd rather have under center for me than Jalen Hurts.
Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia Star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Winning means keeping our community safe. I'm Hassan Reddick, linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles. 59% of our adults report experiencing gun violence or know someone who has. Just like we focus on our training, we need to focus on proper gun storage.
Firearms should be locked out of reach of children and only accessible by you.
If you notice any warning signs of violence, speak up. Tell someone who can help.
Let's tackle gun violence together. Visit CamdenCounty.com/gun safety to learn more.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're #1.
What's for dinner? Burgers?
After last week, no thanks.
Avoiding foods due to fear of diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools? It may not be just stomach issues. It could be EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. EPI can cause uncomfortable symptoms because it's a condition where the pancreas doesn't release enough digestive enzymes to break down food. But EPI can be managed. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor about your symptoms. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The power's out at our house. Coffee table. But since my family has storm-ready Wi-Fi from Xfinity, they can stream and game like usual on all their devices all over the house. Oh, who moved the couch? So everybody stays connected while I just try to find a seat in the dark. Oh, cactus? Can I get a little help over here?
Yeah, bro. Just let me finish this boss battle.
Sure. Go ahead. Medic!
Now you can get fast, reliable internet on the Xfinity 10G network and get storm-ready Wi-Fi when you upgrade, so you can stay connected for up to 4 hours, even when the power goes out. Only from Xfinity. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Storm-ready Wi-Fi limited to customers within range of 4G LTE cellular signal. Speeds reduced to 30/7 megabits per second. Actual speeds vary. For more details, visit Xfinity.com/stormready.
You're listening to The Locker Room with on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Clemick, Nikki Earnshaw producing today. By the way, if you want to watch us on YouTube, go to my website, thelockerroombillyschwein.com. Scroll down there. We're streaming live on our StreamYard, the YouTube channel right there. Check us out. You can see Clemick's in his Mainland green. Nikki Earnshaw, you're not sporting it. What do you?
I got the Eagles hat on.
I got the Eagles hat on. Hey, by the way, Tom Jackson just texted me. He says, let me read the text message to you because it's kind of funny. Hey, thanks for the birthday wish, Billy, but you're clueless. Jalen Hurts is a stud and most definitely MVP. I'm just wondering, what do you think the people in Dallas and
who cares?
And San Francisco, in Miami, what do they think? You think they think Jalen Hurts? Because
they hate him. They hate the Eagles.
Because don't you think you guys, people in this area, are biased because it's our quarterback? That's all. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
Billy, he's the favorite to win the MVP. Betting favorite to win the MVP. Apparently, we're not the only ones.
Trap game loss against the Jets. We're undefeated.
Yeah.
So you have an undefeated quarterback, basically, besides one trap game loss.
He is the betting favorite. So nationally, it's not just us being biased. Nationally, he is the favorite to win the MVP.
609-403-0973. Is Jalen Hurts your MVP?
Yes.
Is he the MVP of the league this year? 609-403-0973. Now listen, this Deebo Samuel, he's a bellyacher, right? We're gonna play, right? He last year after they lost, he was complaining they got lucky. We were down to our third string quarterback. He's bellyacher. We got that. We have a clip of that. Let's play that. Wow, man, he called him trash.
Trash.
Now he adds insult to injury. He says this year. He says just recently he was talking trash. Listen to this, Dave. He's doubling down.
He doesn't regret anything.
No, if you're Bradbury, Dave, so you play in the NFL.
Coached James Bradbury. All right, and so now I'm mad. Now I'm mad because he's a like trash. He is absolutely built like the kind of defensive back that I hate to play against. Very, very long arms,
right?
And runs a 4-4.
Had an interception last
week.
week.
Do you think he? And by the way, that interception that he had last week wasn't his man. He was reading Josh Allen's eyes, and he jumped in front of that ball.
Yep, great play.
That's from experience. Because he's not trash, he's good.
And where did Deebo Samuel play college? Florida State? Where did he Clemson?
Yeah, no, Florida State.
Florida State. So he's a big Florida State first-round draft pick or whatever. And James Bradbury's a second-round draft pick from a small school called Samford in North Carolina.
Right.
So he's probably like, dude, this guy, whatever. James Bradbury is going to play his entire career. Take nothing away from Deebo Samuel. With a huge chip on his shoulder, and I hope he gives it to him.
So, Dave's getting fired up because you know him personally. But is this going to benefit the Eagles as a team? They're going to say, "Look, we want to make sure that we play our best game to make sure that Bradbury, we don't leave him out on an island."
He's got one of the now. This is this guy talking about one of their highest character guys too. That he's trash, and a Pro Bowl, multiple-time Pro Bowler. I'm mad.
Yeah. Now let's play let's play Bradbury's response. I mean, if that's not that's bulletin board material.
I would get mad.
He's taking the high road. I love how Bradbury's been taking the high road this entire time, and he'll let it speak on the field on Sunday.
What bothers me though is we're 29th against the pass.
Yeah, not great.
Whose fault is that, Dave? Is that? I mean, that's obviously a whole team.
Remember last
but they're not
year,
getting. They're not getting. We are having sacks, and we have guys who we're hurrying quarterbacks. It just. They haven't put it together.
There
yet.
has been some injuries on the back end, though. Like Bradbury missing time.
Right.
They've been giving time to Eli Ricks in the slot. Like they've had young guys out there. Vontae Maddox is out for the season, so they just got Byer. They have new safeties this year. It's not the same as last year. Blanket chips taking a step. So they've been kind of juggling the secondary a little bit this year. So I can understand.
609-403-0973 is the text board. Is Jalen Hurts our MVP? He's the MVP of the league right now. 609-403-0973. I will say this, if you look at Purdy's numbers and he's healthy, he leads the league in passer rating, yards per attempt, completion percentage, 70% completion. That's pretty.
I think he's going to be. He's great at decision maker. He lacks athleticism, like Tony Banks said. He's going to lack a little athleticism.
Right. Okay.
But he's a great decision maker. Not the arm power and this and that. So we know we have him. We can kind of make him a little bit more one-dimensional, and you can predict that. On the defense needs predictability. That's why Jalen Hurts is tough.
See, last year when I look at Jalen Hurts' body of work, last year he should have been the MVP. I think he got rooked.
Yeah. So what?
I mean, but this year his numbers, he's just not. We're not beating up teams. We're winning by the skin of our teeth. We have no margin for error in tomorrow's game. Would you agree with that?
No, we do have to play our best.
Yeah, they have to play their best football tomorrow.
Yes,
I agree. I agree with that.
Eagles are not the favorite to win tomorrow.
They're not.
No, that's another thing.
At home,
if that's not a slap in the face, the total lack of respect. We're 3-point underdogs.
Yeah, at home.
At home.
Yeah, we have a new defensive coordinator. Remember, Gannon's in with the Cardinals
Arizona,
now. So you lose your coordinator, who was a great coordinator. Obviously, he wouldn't get a head coaching job if he wasn't. So this is a hard year on the defense a little bit, but the defensive production really comes from the defensive line. We don't have the pressure on the quarterback like we did last year. They're getting the ball.
That's right. They're
getting really fast against us because they know how much we put pressure on.
Well, and we're going to ask Brian Baldinger because he's going to break it down. We're going to get Baldy's breakdowns. Why is the Eagles defense suffering? Is it injury? Like they're doing something schematically different that we're not, maybe the fans not picking up on it. Maybe Baldy can shed a
I
little
hope
light
everyone who's listening actually listen to him break this thing down. He's as good as like anybody I've ever seen at breaking down a defense.
And you've been in the film room with Dick Vermeil and all the other coaches that you've been around.
Jaworski's really, really good. We don't have him on the show today. Bollinger, he's really good. If you could see the visuals that he does on the NFL Network, it's amazing how he uses the defense to make you understand. It's fun when football is way more fun when you understand what's going on.
Exactly. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Is Jalen Hurts the MVP of the league right now? 609-403-0973. Tom Jackson thinks so. He said he's a stud. He said, I'm clueless.
Well, on this one, you are.
I am not.
You are. I don't know how you're not seeing it.
I know
you're not seeing it, Billy.
See, don't misconstrue what I'm saying, because
I know what you're saying.
Dope on the Twitter said, "Oh, what do you think? He's not good enough?" That's not what I'm saying.
No, I know you do.
He's a great player. I want him on my team. Don't get me wrong.
I know you believe.
I just think that we're just throwing this MVP. Like, he's having a great year, but he's not having the year he had last year.
Nobody else is having this great year either. And you can't just look at the passing numbers. He's doing everything. Dave brought it up earlier.
What do we measure quarterbacks by? We measure by the numbers.
We can measure him by everything. He wins. He's got pretty good passing numbers, and he's running the ball on a tremendous.
Dave, isn't a win a team win? Like, he's not doing it by himself.
No.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Take him out.
Hold on. Put Jalen Hurts on the Chiefs with their receivers. Do you think he does as well? I'm just asking.
I would say
not as a passer. Like, as a passer, Mahomes is an elite.
Yeah, but in the NFL stands, not for long if you're going to make your quarterback run a lot, because he's going to eventually get hurt. What's the life expectancy of a running back? 3 years? You don't want Jalen Hurts running, design plays to run.
No, you don't. He's already got a bang.
He's already got a banged up knee as it is. You want him? We need.
That's another thing. He's playing on a banged up knee and doing all this. That's most valuable to me.
Call me not sympathetic, but I just we haven't had a blowout. I'm just frustrated because they won.
They're 10-1. They're 10-1. I know they haven't played their best football. They haven't looked as great as they did last year, but they're 10-1. They're winning games.
Look, I'm happy with that, but by the same token, it's like, how can I'm trying to make an analogy. Like, you go to dinner, you pay a lot of money for a nice dinner, you eat it, it tastes great, and then you go home and get sick. I don't know. You know what I mean, Dave?
I don't know. They're 10-1. They're winning games against good teams, by the way. They have one of the hardest schedules in football. That's another factor in. They're beating all good teams. It's not like they have the easiest schedule, the easiest path either. I'm just saying.
609-403-0973. Is Jalen Hurts the MVP? I'm clueless. Tom Jackson told me I'm clueless. Clemic thinks he's the MVP. You definitely think he's the MVP. I want him to be the MVP, but he's just not. I mean, I can't. I'm not just going to give a participation trophy out.
It's not.
I know he's better than that. I'm only kidding. But you know what I'm saying, Dave?
Well,
I like your analogy. He's a Swiss Army.
He does everything.
I get that. He does everything, and he's 10-1, and I'm happy about that. I'm just not satisfied with his play. Overall.
We do definitely have to play the best football on all three aspects of the game.
On Sunday.
Absolutely.
I agree.
And that's the truth, because they are although San Fran has 3 losses, right?
Yeah.
They got 3 losses.
So we
got one trap game loss.
All right, let's get ready, because on the other side, we're going to talk with Brian Baldinger. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Is Jalen Hurts the MVP of the league right now? 609-403.
Devil's advocate.
0973. All right, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. I want to tell you about Stan Insurance Group. SIG Protection are the what-ifs keeping you up at night. Life is full of surprises. But with Stan Insurance Group, you'll never be caught off guard. Whether it's protecting your home, automobile, business, Stan will help you select the right insurance coverage at the right price. Give you and your family peace of mind when you need it the most. Visit sigprotection.com for a free quote today. That's SIGprotection.com. All right, when we return, we'll talk with Brian Baldinger. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Clemic, and Nikki Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship game today on ESPN Radio at 11-1 and ranked 7th in the nation. The Texas Longhorns head to Jerry's World looking to solidify their resume and earn an invite to the college football playoff when they face the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Will it be enough? Number 7 Texas versus 18th ranked Oklahoma State. Kickoff at noon Eastern.
Football lives on 97.3 ESPN FM, South Jersey's football station.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again, again, call and again.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Bank of America is the proud employer of over 210,000 teammates who go above and beyond to support their clients' financial goals. Like Emily, who helps clients create a plan to build the future they want, like a wedding, having kids, or retirement. All real achievements her clients have shared photos of. For all your financial goals, we're here to listen and help. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/about. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC equal credit opportunity lender.
I have lots of fragrance lovers on my list, and Ulta Beauty has all I need to add joy to their holiday season. Shop your favorite fragrances from YSL, Carolina Herrera, Valentino, and Ariana Grande's new exclusive Cloud Pink scent. Plus, with a fragrance purchase of $70 or more, get a plush robe or throw, valued at $70, while supplies last. Shop the gifts that bring joy to everyone on your list this holiday season, especially you. Ulta Beauty, the possibilities are beautiful.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemick, producer Nikki Earnshaw with me today. And we're getting everybody riled up, but I'm going to defer to our first guest because, if he says that Jalen Hurts is the MVP of the league, then I'm just going to acquiesce and I'm going to agree with him because I love Baldy's breakdowns. I watch it. He's like, Dave, we were talking earlier. He's like the coach. Back and forth with the film. I love that. It makes me feel like I'm in the film room.
I love him. I watched him last night just to watch him break down how the defenses are split a lot of times with the man on the zones and how they coordinate from side to side in case there's a crossover receiver.
Right.
Is very good. His visuals on NFL Network are amazing.
All right, let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in to the locker room former Philadelphia Eagle. He's the lead analyst on radio and television broadcasts around the league. He does a great job, but I love Baldy's breakdowns. Let's welcome in Brian Baldinger. Good morning, Baldy.
What's up, Billy? Good morning to you, man. How you doing?
Yo, you down in Florida?
No, I'm in Jersey. I'm heading down to D.C. for this Dolphin game tomorrow.
All right, Bald, you got to settle the score with me because, listen, let me preface this by saying I love Jalen Hurts. I think he's great for this team. I think he's a winner. It's no question about it. He's a winner. He's done some amazing things. But in your mind, Baldy, is he the MVP of the league right now?
Well, it's only December 2nd, Bill. I mean, last year at this time, I thought he was the MVP.
Agreed.
Then he got hurt, and he missed the last 2 games. Like, look, there's a lot of candidates right now. I mean, you can't rule out Brock Purdy. You can't rule out Dak Prescott. I mean, there's a lot of guys you can't rule out at this point, So, I mean, he's right in the running for it, especially the way he's played in this gauntlet of games from, Dallas to Kansas City to Buffalo, and we'll see, what happens tomorrow in the big game.
Baldy, he's a winner, and you obviously get points for winning. But I mean, last year arguably had a better season up to this date than he is this year. I mean, he's turned the ball. He has a propensity to turn the ball over a little bit, and I know he's pulled rabbits out of his hat. But this, Dave Klemick and I were saying, and Nikki, like the Eagles tomorrow have to play there's no margin for error. They have to play their best game of the year tomorrow.
I think so. If they want to come out a winner, I mean, San Francisco is very complete. It's the best team they've played. So it's going to require the best. But, that being said, I think Jalen, even though the stats might not say it, I think he's a much improved player from a year ago. I think he's beating teams from the pocket at a much higher rate. I think he sees the field better. And I think he layers and tethers balls over the middle of the field better than he did a year ago. So, and, he's not running as frequently, some of it because of the bone bruise he had in his leg, but some of it is just because he just continues to improve. But I agree with you, though, Bill. They got to play their best all-around game tomorrow to beat, I think, the best team in football.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's 1 and 2, whichever way you want to put them. You can follow Brian Baldy on X. It's formerly Twitter X, at Baldy NFL. Baldy, we were talking. I love your breakdown. It's like you put me right back in the film room when I was in college at Lee's McRae when we went up to play Nassau.
Yeah. Those were the days, Bill. Those were some battles, man.
I was just telling Klemick, I said, hey, like, what years were you at Nassau?
I was there 77 and 78.
Oh, so we didn't play against each other. I was there at 80, 81.
We went down. I know when I was there, we went down to play Lee's McRae. I'll never forget the bus ride to get down there, Bill.
Oh, you got to go all the way up. By the way, we're the highest college elevation-wise on the East Coast. You know that?
I did not know that, but I know that it was I know we had at least a half-hour delay while there was a cattle crossing.
Holy moly. Brian, this is Dave Klemick. I'm just I'm former NFL Kansas City wide receiver, whatever. I think we have a mutual friend. You may have played, and this kind of dates me a little bit. You played with Bubby Brister for a year in Philadelphia?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh. So I'm 45. You're 61, 60.
I like 63.
64.
Do some math.
Now we have a mutual friend. I played with Bubby Brister for a season. He was the wildest dude I've ever met in my life.
No doubt.
Remember him? Remember that?
I totally agree.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, if you just want to go Bubby Brister stories now,
give us a good Bubby Brister story,
I'll
Baldy.
give you one too.
I mean, that
you can tell us on the radio.
I don't know if I can tell it on the radio, Bill. let me just say this: that guy had a flair for life.
So I'll say this. He used to go down to we'd play cards in training camp, right? And he's down there playing cards and they're all like, there's like
you guys playing Boo-Ray or what?
I didn't play. I didn't participate, but I knew that he was playing against, it's a one white guy in the entire group is playing cards with all the brothers, right? And he goes, and he says, he's in there. And I'm like, what in the heck is he doing? He's laughing the loudest. He's screaming the loudest. He's winning everything. And I go, and he told me like ahead of time, he goes, yeah, I'm hustling them the whole time. They're like, what? They're going to kick your butt. And he goes, nah, they're going to figure it. Nobody's going to get me, whatever. I've been doing this for so many years. I'm like, what are you nuts? Like they're going to,
they find out your sheet. They're going to get you.
Great story. He says one time to me, he goes, I don't know, buddy. You got to help me make this team. Cause he's like a third stringer. And he's like, I see. He used this very colorful language too. He's like, man, you run like a spooked deer, man. I can throw the ball country mile. And if I take 5 steps, I ain't reaching you. He goes, you got to slow down for me. I'm getting old or whatever.
You know, Baldy, Dave Clemick won. He beat Dante Hall in the fastest man competition for Kansas City. Yeah.
I knew Dante real well, man. I mean, Dante was the elite kick returner, slot receiver. He was a great player in the league.
Well, he's a very dear friend of mine. I talked to him the other day because he went over to see Coach Vermeil and at his wine place out in Conestoga. And he's still if he's as explosive as he was as a player, you should hear him as an analyst, as the personality he has on the speech he made for his Chiefs Hall of Fame speech was amazing. But yeah, Brian, thank you.
Before he was in Kansas City, he played for the he played for the Scottish Claymores over in NFL Europe.
Yeah,
that's where I first got to know him.
We're talking with Brian Baldy. You can follow him on X at Baldy NFL. Baldy, the 49ers, they present a big problem. All their skill positions, I'd say the two best teams in the league with skill positions are the 49ers and the Eagles. So the Eagles are going to have to play their best game. But what do you expect out of the 49ers on Sunday?
They're executing at a high level right now. If you beat them, you got to really beat them. The corners are really good, Travarius Ward, but you could get over the top on them. You got to block those guys up front. They got a good pass rush. And if you hold the ball a little long, Nick is going to get there. Hargrave's going to get there. Chase is going to get there. But they haven't played a quarterback like Jalen Hurts yet. A guy that is mobile, that can extend plays, that you got to count for everywhere on the field. So I'm anxious to see, like, if they spy him, what they do to try to corral him right now. Because if you don't, he's gonna make you pay. So I think their defense, although they're number one ranked in the league right now, they just have not yet played a quarterback quite like and is versatile as what Jalen is. So that's the challenge, I think, for the 49ers.
Hey, Baldy, we played a couple clips from Deebo Samuel, the trash talking. Do you put any stock into that? I mean, do you think that'll fire up the Eagles even more? Because I gotta believe that if you're not fired up right now, you're never going to get fired up.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just we like to play it like you're playing it, Bill.
Right.
I don't think it has anything to do with the outcome of the game or how players prepare for the game. You make the mistake against one of these two teams, they tend to make you pay. And so, Christian McCaffrey is the key to their offense. And then Brock Purdy is a guy, I think he's as good as anybody in the league. I've been saying it for the last year. Some people want to believe it, some people don't, but he's an amazing player. And if you don't like put him on his backside or you hit him, if you don't do that to him, he'll carve you up. So the Eagles pass rush has their work cut out for him, regardless of what Deebo has to say. The pass rush has their work cut out for him.
We're talking with Brian Baldinger. Baldy, I caught a couple of your games on the radio this year. I just, there's something about you can tell that your passion for football comes through on the radio, and I think that's a great trait to have. You keep it interesting, and once again, following you on Twitter or X, Baldy's breakdowns, it puts me right back in my college, the film room. I can't get over that.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm trying to do, Bill.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be too technology.
Yeah, but Baldy, you explain it to like the average fan, the layman who's never been in a film room. You put it to people so you can understand exactly what these teams are doing, because it's more than just what meets the eye.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Bill. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to give people a taste of it, and the players really appreciate it. Players follow from around the league. The coaches appreciate it. And now I hear that a lot of young kids are watching it to try to learn the game, learn position. So, like, I think there's definitely a place for what I'm doing. And, I got a lot of really good feedback from it, just like what you're saying right now, Bill. So,
hey,
Baldy, I started it.
Hey, Baldy, let me ask you a question. Now, I know you're very successful on the radio and television as an analyst and everything, but would you ever contemplate coaching?
I did that over in Italy one year. I coached an Italian league one year, and I liked it. But, I like starting practice with some grappa and espresso, Bill. and finishing practice at a pizzeria with some good vino. Like that.
That's the travel dog.
Yeah.
All right, Baldy. I don't know. You do predictions. What do you think? You think the Eagles can win this game tomorrow?
They can win it for sure, Bill. I mean, I think the 49ers are playing at a better rate. They just start the games. They don't lull. Like the Eagles have gone into these lulls and they had to come back. I just think the 49ers are playing a more complete game. But the Eagles can definitely win. I think they'll rise up to the challenge tomorrow for sure.
Hey, Baldy, it's Nick here. I gotta ask, the Eagles have been getting off to these slow starts, and with the play calling of Brian Johnson, do you think they're going to make some different adjustments to try and get off to a faster start in tomorrow's game against San Francisco? Because that can't happen like it did last week.
You can't keep doing that not against the 49ers.
Well, I mean, they're not trying to get off to a slow start. They got to, they just have a trouble finding a rhythm in which plays work and which plays don't, and it just sort of evolves as the game goes on. But, I mean, I can tell you what the 49ers are going to do, down and distance, part of the field, 3 wide receivers, strong, 5 wide. Like, they know what they're going to do in certain situations. It's just a question of, do they have the right plays and to defeat it or to execute against it? But I can tell you what they're going to do, and I think they know what they're going to do. So that's the challenge for them. It's just to execute earlier in the game than what they have done.
All right, Baldy, we look forward to the kickoff tomorrow. I think it's a 4:25. It's the national game, 4:25, so all eyes will be tuned into the Eagles 49ers. Best matchup of the year, I think, by far and away.
I think so, too.
Yeah. All right, Baldy, I always appreciate you. I was telling Clement, man, you're such a stand-up guy. Like, I'll text you, and you'll get right back to me. Say, hey, I can't. I'm on a plane. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I really appreciate that, Baldy.
My pleasure, Bill. Hey, happy holidays to everybody.
Yeah, man.
Enjoy the game tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys.
All right, there he is. Brian Baldinger on the Toms River Auto Group studio hotline, sports hotline. He just puts me right back into the film room, man. I love that.
Yeah, and he does it. He's an entertaining
guy,
too.
You can hear that passion in his voice.
Got energy about it. Like, you can tell. You can tell when someone cares about what they do.
Look at me now, guys. What did he say about the MVP? There's so many other good quarterbacks. I'm not being Negadelphia. Let me say this. I love Jalen Hurts. He's the best for our team going forward. But he's not. Last year, you could make an argument for that MVP season he had last year. Not so much this year. That doesn't mean I don't love him and he's a perfect fit for this team.
He did say he's right there, though.
Yeah,
he's right. He's in the mix. I mean, there's a bunch of quarterbacks.
Yeah, Tom Jackson said I was clueless.
It's all right.
It's like giving Mother's Day award out to somebody's other mother. Oh, Mom, I think you're great, but I mean, Joey's mom, he made stovetop every day for a week.
I made that
I don't know. I love you, Mom, but I want you. I want nobody else. But Mom's the Mother of the Year.
All right. By the way, 609-403-0973 is the text board. On the other side, we
got plenty of them.
All right, 609-403-0973. Is Jalen Hurts the MVP of the league right now? 609-403-0973. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Hey, I want to tell you about Captain Chucky's is in Sea Isle. Try their famous crab cakes, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the pierogi kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB or visit CaptainChucky'sSeaIsle.com. Go down there and say hello to owners John and Kathy McCann at 4111 Landis Avenue in Sea Isle. See all they have to offer. Online ordering and local delivery is available. That's Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemick, Nick Earnshaw on 97.3 ESPN.
Tonight on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. It's the 2023 Big Ten Championship game featuring East Division champs, the Michigan Wolverines, and the West champs, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Hi, it's Greg Daniels. Join Chad Brown and me for all the action as J.J. McCarthy and the Wolverines battle it out with Deacon Hill and the Hawkeyes. It's number 2 Michigan and number 18 Iowa for the Big Ten Championship. If it's NCAA football, it's right here.
Coverage begins at 8 p.m.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste, that's all my daily place. Rendazzle's Pizza, it's one right nearby. Rendazzle's Pizza, Rendazzle's Pizza. It's a pizza like you never had before. Eat it or take it home. No matter where you go, the tastiest pie. Rendazzle's Pizza, the tastiest pie.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Rendazzle's Pizza, the tastiest pie. Rendazzle's Pizza, the tastiest pie.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with things I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of the disease called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, straight lines seem wavy, like when looking at a door frame. For others, blurry or missing spots can make it hard to read or see loved ones' faces. Many have trouble seeing in low light, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. Talk to your eye doctor about GA today. Learn more at GAWon'tWait.com. That's GAWon'tWait.com.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Dave Klemick, Nick Earnshaw. I want to remind people just about every bit in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they'll have private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. Now, Nick Earnshaw, we've been giving out the text board.
We have
609-403-0973. Who's your MVP so far in the league? What do you got?
All right, so we got Jeff in OC. He says, if the Eagles beat San Fran tomorrow, the NFL can just ship the MVP trophy to Hurts on Monday.
Agreed. I mean, I agree, but we got to get through tomorrow.
All right, LJ from Millville. Hurts shouldn't be front runner for MVP at this very moment. Everyone going stats doesn't realize it's a value award. Hurts has put the Eagles in the best position, and he's a huge reason why they're 10-1.
All right, 609-403-0973.
All right. Then we got one just about Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel needs clothes. He doesn't want any part of it.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to read the rest of
it. Still appreciate
that. Yeah. That's all we got.
Okay. 609-403-0973. Is Jalen Hurts the MVP of the league right now?
Yeah.
609-403-0973.
He is. He's the MVP.
All right.
Especially
you heard Baldy. You did hear
he
Baldy.
did. And he's
in the
analyzes more than anybody.
Yeah. And he said it's only. He said it's this. He made it sound like we still have what?
There's still a lot of time left.
6-7 games.
Yeah, there's like almost half the season.
6 games left. So they're 10-1.
Yeah, there's like more than a quarter of the season.
Word out at the end of the regular season. They don't wait till the playoffs. It's the regular season.
When did they?
Regular season.
They vote right at the end. Of
so they will get it the week before the Super Bowl. It'll be announced.
609-403-0973.
The night before the Super
We
Bowl, I
used to,
believe.
the players used to vote for that.
Yeah.
I think they changed it year to year, but the players used to vote for the MVP.
I believe it's the night before they do it at the NFL awards. I think that's when they come out with who wins the MVP.
Hey, how about Brandon Graham last week? I thought that was great. Plays his he plays the most games in NFL Eagles history, 189. He gets a sack, and it's such an important part of the game.
Yeah. It was huge. It was huge because he seems to find the moment every single time. Throughout his entire career, longest, like he's played in the most games in Eagles history. He always finds the moment, it's awesome.
Listen, I can't emphasize enough how big that interception was by Bradbury, because leading up to that point, they had the ball and they were kind of they were firing all cylinders.
Yeah.
Buffalo was, and for him to jump that route and steal that ball, that was a brilliant play on Bradbury's part, Dave.
He's one of those guys. He's long and fast. It's hard to
But
beat.
that's where it's experience.
Yeah. Well, Brandon, I like about this is nothing to do with football. I like about Brandon Graham. He lets his gray hair just be there. He looks like an old wise, guy that y'all look at. He's got the gray hair, and so does Jason Kelsey.
Yes. All right, hour 1 is in the books. Hour 2, we have the sportsbook consigliere Dave Sherapan in Vegas, and he's all chomping at the bit. He's ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready.
At 11 o'clock, and then after that, it's Mainland. The Mainland Mustangs going to take over the locker room studio.
Well deserved. I got quoted by Mike McGarry. He tried to ask me what was the best team ever, and I'm like, I'll go over it when we come back after the hour.
All right, all that and more. It's the locker room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemick, and Nikki Earnshaw right here, 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. It's week 13, and the Eagles host the 49ers tomorrow in an NFC championship game rematch.
Hurts on a quarterback draw. He's at the 5. He's in. Touchdown. The Eagles win. Hurts does it again.
Are you kidding me? Eagles Radio Network coverage begins at 3 p.m. Maryland Mike call all the action starting at 4:25. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN. Brought to you by
GMS Law. Make the right call with 4 convenient locations to serve you. Boardwalk Honda. Shop our lineup of new pre-owned and certified pre-owned Hondas online at boardwalkhonda.com. The Fan Zone at Sun Valley Pools. Unique fan gear and gifts for every fan of every team. Cape Regional Hospital, your healthcare partner for a healthier life in Cape May County. Jersey Shore Federal Credit Union. Choose better banking. And South Jersey Gas.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home in South Jersey for Eagles football.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/save. That's UQORA.com/save.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Over 20 years ago, it was just a dream, a vision, a plan to build a baseball field exclusively for kids who never got a chance to play. This holiday season, the board of directors of the South Jersey Field of Dreams would like to thank everyone who has helped make their special players' dreams come true. The volunteers, the donors, and the dream makers. Thank you for making 2023 another great year. The South Jersey Field of Dreams is a specially designed baseball facility designed to meet the needs of physically and cognitively impaired children. The field is located in the Jonathan Pitney Recreational Park in Absecon. Participation in the league is free, and children from all over South Jersey are invited to join the fun. The 2024 spring season begins in April. Interested in being on a team or making a donation? Go to southjerseyfieldofdreams.com.
South Jersey's play-by-play home for the Eagles,
Touchdown!
Sixers, and Flyers. 97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chief, wide receiver, Mainland alumni Dave Klemick, and, of course, producer Nikki Earnshaw here in the studio, and had a spirited first hour. We're going to continue that.
That was fun.
And we're gonna go. This is our favorite segment, best segment, and I can't wait to see what he's wearing. But we got to come up. We're gonna have like a wrap off, okay? Because he was rapping a little bit last year. He's trying to keep up with Clement M.
Yeah, he's
pretty
good.
So
it was pretty good.
We'll call it Meek Book or
Machine Gun Book.
Machine Gun Book. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room live from Las Vegas, the sports book consigliere, Dave Sherapan.
Gentlemen, what is up? You got me all fired up this morning. I saw Nikki's picture on the Twitter this morning. I was out walking the dog. Listen, you got to get ready to come in the locker room every week. It's early out in Vegas, okay?
Get yourself in a 3-point stand.
It's an 8 o'clock show, a.m. for me, but I got to get up. I got to get the dog. I got to get the blood flowing. I'm out pacing around. My kids are like, why? What are you doing? I said, I got to go talk to Billy, Clement M, and Nikki, and the rest of the people back there. So you got to get the juices going.
Well, we got to come up with a name for your, like, it's Clement M. He's got his rap name. What is your rap?
Machine Gun Book. I think it's pretty good.
Well, no, I mean, my first name is Dave, and back in the day, Heavy D was my guy. And they used to, so like they used to use the D all the time. They used to call me the D train, or like in prime time was playing. And they always used to say Dave Sherapan prime time. So I had a couple nicknames, but mostly it was just Dave. Or
how much do you weigh now that they called you, or back then that they called you Heavy D?
Heavy D wasn't that heavy, and then he went through a stretch where he was heavy, and then he went back. I'm tipping his scales right now at about 235, but I got to get in super good shape. I had some doctor visits this week, and Doc said, listen, you want to live to be 85? You want to see grandkids? You want to see all this other stuff? He said, get in shape. So program starts December 1st, was yesterday. We're on the path. The Super Bowl's 10 weeks away. I got a 10-week program. I'm going to be in shape when everybody comes out for the Super Bowl. We're going to be like, man, you not only sound good, you look good right now, too.
And you know it's better to look good than to feel good. You look marvelous.
Look, I got something for you. This might be fun because you watch all these games. Now, me and Josh Hennig did this the other day.
Oh.
We watched the game, the whole Dallas
Thursday
game.
night, yep.
Every first down, we did 10 push-ups. Every completed pass, we did 30
Get out,
squats.
really?
Oh, no, 10. Every punt was like I forget what it was, shoulder press and pull-ups, or touchdown with pull-ups. If you do something like that, you'll have a blast. We watched the whole game. We ended up doing 400 squats, 400 push-ups.
Better than Jalen Hurts.
100 burpees. It was pretty
I
cool.
love this. Clem and you got to text me this.
Yeah, me and Josh did it.
I'm going to do this with the kids. They're going to be mad, but I'm going to tell them, listen, Clement, this is what he told me. I love this. Text me that. That's good.
Clement and Henning are going to be able to do the tush push soon.
All right. Wow.
Brotherly shove. All right, Book, you got to settle a score with us. We just had Brian Baldinger on in the first segment.
Okay.
And we have a text board question up right now at 609-403-0973. Who's your MVP right now in the NFL? Now, keep in mind, the Book is in Las Vegas.
It's the best player on the best team.
He's in Las Vegas.
It's the best player on the best team. That's the way I think of the vote.
Okay.
It's the best player on the best team. Now, I haven't looked at the odds yet today, and I'm not going to look at them and cheat before I answer this question. It's Jalen Hurts.
All right. Hey, listen, I'm not.
Who do you got, Billy?
Well, all I'm saying, I made a comment on Twitter last Sunday because I was very frustrated. Yeah, they won the game, and it was like, but it was like anticlimactic. No, it was
come on.
Arguably last year's performance to Jalen Hurts, he should have won the MVP, but he was up against Mahomes. This year, he's not playing like an MVP. Well, he's not playing up to the level where he was playing last year. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but what's the Eagles' record?
I know.
And he's not playing to the point where he shouldn't win it. He's just not playing to what he played to last year.
Right.
What are the other candidates? I mean, Dak Prescott's made a move, like he's up there. Mahomes is always up there. Who else is it?
Tua, Tugga, Jared Goff. They're all. I mean, I'm just looking at their stats. Nick says you can't look at their stats. Well, how do you rank? That's how you measure a quarterback, right?
Just look at the stats.
Wins and losses in his stats.
But you can win Offensive Player of the Year and not be the MVP,
right? Yeah, exactly.
You can be
Correct.
the offensive player and not be the MVP.
Right.
Clem and M coming in just like that over the top. I like that, Clem and M.
I listen to you, Rap.
He dropped the bar in there, Book. He dropped the bar in there.
I listen to you.
Look, Book's getting ready to start rapping. I can see him. He's moving.
I get so excited though. This is good. This is the kind of talk you got to have amongst the men. No, it's a very good discussion. It's yet to be determined. I mean, they're playing college football today.
Yeah.
And the Heisman Trophy took a major swing yesterday because it was going to be the winner of Oregon and Washington. And Nix was basically the odds-on favorite. Jalen Daniels was right behind him, but still a plus. And then Penix. Washington upsets Oregon. Nix is out, can't win it now. And Daniels is going to win it. He's the overwhelming favorite. Billy, your man Hurts can win it on Sunday at home against the Niners. If he has a big game on national TV, 98% of the United States is going to be watching Eagles and Niners. It's the only two games in the window, and all due respect to Cleveland and the Rams, but the people in those markets don't even want to be watching that game. They're going to want to be watching Eagles. Okay? So everybody's going to see it. If he plays well, the Eagles win, he'll become the overwhelming favorite.
See, Nick, and Book is doing what I was doing. That's a hypothetical if, right? I said that, I said to Nick, we wouldn't even be having this conversation if Jake Elliott did hit that 54-yard 59-yard field goal.
Billy, get it right.
Right, whatever. In the pouring rain.
Why are you such a negative Eagles fan? That was an incredible game.
Look, if you were listening earlier, right? What would you rather have to go survive out in the wilderness? A Swiss Army knife or a big machete? What are you going to survive with the most?
Well, I think the Swiss Army knife, right? It's
exactly.
It's multiple things. I mean, like, I'm going to be able to take down some big stuff with a machete, but I can only really do one or two things with a machete.
Exactly. So
a Swiss Army knife's going to help me all
by
over.
a lot. You'll win by a lot. And those fancy games like San Francisco's been doing, or especially Miami's been doing. But you have the Jalen Hurts, the Swiss Army knife, who doesn't win by a lot, but you're winning nonetheless, you're winning, but not by a lot in some matchups. They just have been playing such a hard schedule that they have to win with the Swiss Army knife. That's what makes you survive in the wilderness. We got one. We got a Swiss Army knife.
Leader, right, Dave? That's a leader. You adapt, you change. I don't want a lot of times, think about it. Football is such a team game. I don't know if I want the NFL MVP as the quarterback of my team. I don't know if I need that. I need all of you. So I need the quarterback I need you to be you when I need you to be you. Otherwise, hand the ball off, complete a pass or two, and let these other guys do it. And we're going to keep moving this thing forward. The main thing is the main thing. I love it. I use the quote all the time. I love him talking in cliches. From a distance, you guys got to get out of that crucible. Billy, you've been in it too long. Don't be a curmudgeon Eagles fan, please.
I hear you. All right, Book. The Eagles are 3-point underdogs to the 49ers, and we're at home. Is that not a slap in the face?
No.
So total disrespect.
It's not disrespect, Billy. This is the numbers. In a book, the numbers are the numbers. And the numbers tell you this. The Niners played on Thursday, on Thanksgiving, and housed Seattle. The Eagles played an overtime game in a monsoon and they needed a 59-yard field goal just to tie it and then win it in overtime with a touchdown after Buffalo scored. So all the numbers, that's all it is. It's just numbers. It's not personal. I say it all the time, like Michael said in The Godfather. It's in the book. It's not personal. It's just business. 3 is the number because every bad guy, rhombus, parallelogram, whatever, if you make this game pick, they drive Brinks trucks into the books to lay the points on San Francisco. They're not always right. We'll see on Sunday. I can't wait. The play in this game, Billy, is over. I ain't seen the weather report yet, but they are going to score points on Sunday. This is not going to be your typical defensive battle. Over 46. See you later. Points.
All right. Sunday. You hear that, guys? The points.
I will add. It is supposed to rain tomorrow as well.
Yeah, so no, we're supposed to
Nikki, it rained on Sunday in against Buffalo, and they flew over the total.
All right.
That's the type of game we're
do it.
All right. What if Alabama beats Georgia? Would that really upset the apple cart in college football today?
Oh my goodness!
Because you know that's a possibility.
Here, Billy, put this in your app. Okay, this is your 3-game
the
parlay.
Font's really big, Dave. Really big font.
Well, I don't even have. I got to get the glasses. Hold on here. I'll put on my listening glasses for this. Okay,
there's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow look-alike right there.
That's it. These are my walk-around glasses. In Vegas, you got to always look the part. 3-game parlay for you all day today, Billy. And I know you like the favorite.
Write it down. I got my pen right here.
Write it down, Billy. Texas on the money line. They're going to smoke Oklahoma State. That'll be your breakfast. Around lunchtime. Okay, you got Georgia and Alabama. All right. I think Georgia wins the game. A lot of people think Bama's going to cover. So you do Georgia on the money line. ML, right? Georgia, ML.
Money line. Right? 2 money lines.
And then the late game, Michigan and Iowa. The question really there is the total. It's not the decision. You can throw in
Iowa can't score. Iowa can't score.
They're not going to score. So then you do Michigan money line. That's a 3-game parlay. It's absolutely absurd. But those are the 3 favorites. If they all win, there's not really chaos. But, Billy, that's a minus 120 or minus 125 to get you, all-day action. All right. If you're going to take a dog, though, Billy, Louisville's probably going to beat Florida State. And then we got a little bit of chaos.
Now you're talking about some drama.
Right. We need a little drama. A lot of times these things we talk about this for 2 weeks. I've been talking about this for 2 weeks. If you're an Ohio State fan and you're listening to the show, don't take it personal, but Ohio State should not be in the playoff. 18 things have to happen for Ohio State to get in. And one of them includes Iowa losing or Iowa beating Michigan. That ain't happening, Billy. So
it's not going to make me lose sleep. I'm not
guys,
an Ohio State
you're not
fan.
getting there. Yeah, you're not getting there. So that's your 3-game all-day parlay, Bill.
How about we call him Dr. Book, like Dr. Dre, Dr. Book? How about that?
There you go. I like do that too.
You like that?
Another episode. Yeah, we got another episode.
Hey, Dave, I want you to enjoy your Saturday night watching football today, and I want you to watch and really enjoy that Eagles game because they're going to win.
Billy, I can't wait. I'm planning my whole day around that game tomorrow. But you know what tonight is, Billy? I mean, we got all this football. We got all these other things talking about. I was going to come on in the diagonal Pittsburgh because tonight the Flyers play the Penguins.
Yep.
Flyers are a game above 500 right now at 11, 10, and 1.
Yep.
A very surprising team this year.
Jonesy's done a great job so far getting the players together. Keith Jones, another friend of mine, got to meet him here in Las Vegas. We hung out multiple times. He's a great guy. He's doing a great job.
Yeah,
but Flyers and Penguins, we don't get along. But I don't like the Flyers. That orange and black when they play the Penguins makes me mad. I was going to come in the locker room today,
drop the gloves,
do all stuff, and I was going to say, Billy, do you want to go? You
want to
go?
You want to go? Let's go. Let's go. Come on, right now.
That's it.
All right, Book. We hate to see you go because we love you, and we can't wait to see you next Saturday.
Excellent work, boys. Take it home. Have a good rest of the day. I got the Super Bowl stuff ready. All your Eagles got to do is win. It's all the Super Bowl official.
By the way, you can follow the Sportsbook Consigliere on X at SportsBKConsig. All right, Book. Next time, we'll see you.
See you, boys.
There he is, the Sportsbook Consigliere, Dave Sherapan, live on the Toms River Sports Hotline. I want to remind people, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. Hey, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. Time to get down to La Scala's. They're located in Brigantine. They opened this summer to rave reviews. Get your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll enjoy their famous pizza daily specials and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. Open Wednesday through Sunday at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Hey, every Thursday night is Brigantine night. Live music from 6 to 9 p.m. One free signature pizza per table. Drink specials include $2 Miller Lite, $3 Peronis, and $4 house wines. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. And of course, they've got great big screen TVs, a big wraparound bar. It's a great place to watch the game. All right, when we return, we're gonna get into the Mainland, the Mustangs, celebrate their big win. You're listening to the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemick, and Nikki Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Coming up on the Monday show, we're recapping all the Eagles and Niners, the biggest game of the year. What does it all mean? We'll break it all down. Mike McGarry, football at 4. Casey Joyner, one thought every game. We'll look back at the Sixers and the Celtics. Plus, the Major League Baseball winter meetings are underway. That's all Monday.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia Star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
When my daughter gets a cold, I have a secret weapon. DayQuil Kids Berry from Vicks. DayQuil Kids is specially formulated to treat kids' most bothersome cold and cough symptoms quickly. And the best part is that DayQuil Kids Berry tastes really great. Aren't you supposed to be resting? Maybe.
DayQuil Kids Berry. The kids' berrylicious daytime congestion, coughing, stuffy head, stuffy nose, just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6 years plus.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, savvy, staying ahead of the market at every turn, finding ways to do more with less, and taking advantage of every opportunity that comes their way. That's why Comcast Business is introducing the Small Business Bonus. For a limited time, you can get up to a $1,000 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle when you switch to Comcast Business, the company with the largest, fastest, reliable network. Yep, you heard that right. 1,000 back. Something extra for your company, from the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call or go online to learn about the $1,000 bonus today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 12/5/2023. New customers with Gigabit Extra Internet, Security Edge, One Voice Mobility Line, and Connection Pro or Wi-Fi Pro with 2-year agreement. Other restrictions apply. Call or go online for details.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live. The Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver, Mainland alumni, Dave Klemick, and Nikki Earnshaw producing. Now, Dave Klemick, your alma mater, 14-0, won the state championship. And we have a special guest with us today. Who do we have?
So this is Stephen Ordilli. And I was, before we even let him talk or anything like that, I would just tell you what an honor it was to watch you coach you and then watch you do your thing this past year. Played behind Jabril Mace last year. And I said, when they lost, he's a big time player and played, it was like going to Villanova, had a ton of offers. And they were like, I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to lose Mace. And I go, I wasn't worried one bit about it. I go, it's kind of like when Thurman Thomas was with the Bills.
Right.
And then the other coach would be like, you better hope that you keep that man healthy, because if Barry Sanders ever gets on the field, forget about it. We're done.
Right.
That's exactly what I said, is that Stephen Ordilli sitting in on the bench a little bit behind Jabril Mace. As soon as you let him loose, it's over. 1,900 yards rushing this year, 30 rushing touchdowns.
Wow.
Rewrote all the record books, and he's up. His name is forever going to be mentioned with the greats of John Stone, and Ordilli and Mace and Granary and Klemick, Strang, Watson, all those.
Strang, yeah. Hey, Steve, congratulations on the championship. And I asked you when you first walked in, what was it like running onto the field in Rutgers? You had to be like, how do you stay within yourself? You're so pumped up.
Oh, yeah. First of all, thank you guys for having me. But,
yeah, man.
It was a surreal moment, It was awesome to get there. And like you said, running out that tunnel with the lights flashing and everything.
Yeah, man.
Our hairs, oh, my gosh.
Astro turf. I mean, you played on turf before, but it's just when you're in a big stadium like that,
Yeah,
right?
I took it all in. They had the big Jumbotron working. Even like when we were running, like in the in-game, we were running plays. I got caught looking at the Jumbotron. This is awesome. So it was a really surreal moment.
What was, looking back now in retrospect, what was the journey more fun, or actually reaching the pinnacle of winning the championship? Was that, I mean, there's nothing better, but what the ride had to be fun too. I mean, this whole season, the 14-0.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was awesome from the first game to the last. I mean, just playing with the guys I grew up with and a great staff, a great team. I mean, it was awesome all the way to the top, and to get there and win it all, like what a way to cap off my senior year.
We got Steve Ordilli in here. He's running back for Mainland Mustangs. He just won the state championship, Group 4 state championship. And we're going to be talking with your head coach here at the bottom of the hour, Coach Smith, and talk a little bit about the coaching staff, because, if going 14-0, it means everybody has to be squared away. on the same page, but you have to have great leadership, and you probably do. Talk to us a little bit about your coaching staff.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like you said, it starts with them. I mean, the sacrifices they make for us, it's truly remarkable. I mean, they're getting up after our game. They're getting up at like 5 a.m, whatever the case may be, before we get there, and they're already watching film, getting us prepared for the next week. So, I mean, credit to them. They do an outstanding job, like all of them. I mean, it's one of the most legendary coaching staff with Coach Folsom, Coach Watson.
Yeah.
But all down the list. I mean, they're all great coaches. They've made so many sacrifices for us, and that's why we were able to be so successful this year.
You stayed injury-free for the most part of the season, right?
Yeah,
nothing major, knock on wood.
yeah.
That's a bit major. I mean, that's
huge.
Staying healthy
That's
is huge. What do you attribute that to?
I mean, just
certain amount of luck, but you
Yeah,
working
I
out. You
mean-
guys, I was asking you about the weight room and everything.
Definitely. Our strength and conditioning coach, Coach Lewis, does a great job with us, keeping us strong. He talks.
Plus, you go to the Clemic Performance Method. And,
He's got me right too. He knows.
Right. How hard? Let me ask you about Dave Clemic as an instructor. Talk
it's
a little
awesome.
bit about, because when he comes in here, right, Nick?
Yep.
I mean, he uses these medical terms and he's like cerebral with all like we're like he should be a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I work with him and at his Clemic Performance Method. I mean, it's helped me so much faster, jump higher, whatever the case may be. But he's helped me in so many ways. Like you said, like I'm getting into his class, he's talking about other stuff. I'm like, wow, coach, you know so much. So he's helped me in so many ways too. I mean, I can't thank this guy enough for everything he's done for me.
He speaks very highly of you. And I
He
said,
does.
let's get somebody in here. He said, let's get Steve Ordilli in here.
That's awesome. Thank you.
And let me, how many buses went up to how many buses did Charlie's pay for that? By the way, Charlie's Bar, did they finance the buses? Dave, do you know?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
How many buses went up, Steve? You know?
I think I know. I think
Because I saw on Twitter or like Instagram,
nuts.
all the buses coming back. You got a police escort the whole way.
If I had to take a guess, I'd probably say around 7, 8.
Really?
Yeah. Between fans, like parents.
It was a good crowd up there, right?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
What was
Great
your
business decision? Because they all end up at Charlie's at
After the game, just the buses go right to the
Go
parking
right there.
lot.
Right there.
Steve, what was your favorite moment of this season? Like what game was your favorite game? What game stands out to you?
For me, I just think it has to be for me that win that championship.
championship game,
Yeah, just after that last horn. No, that was the cap off my senior year. We're holding that trophy with our team. I mean, and knowing we can't go any farther, and we arguably made ourselves the best public school in the state. I mean, what an honor. And it was a great feeling. I think that just caps it off.
I've said this several times throughout my tenure here on the show. When we talk about championships and the camaraderie and the chemistry, the memories that'll last for a lifetime. Fred Shiro said, "Win tonight, walk together forever." You'll have that bond with your classmates, your teammates that you'll never forget. I mean, Dave Clemic still talks about his high school team, and you guys went undefeated.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you said, that's the camaraderie we had. Like, I mean, most of the senior class, we grew up together I know Hunter, that's been my best friend since kindergarten.
Is that right?
Yeah, I've been playing with him football since 2nd grade. So,
Wow.
And I've known Cohen, I've known Jamie, like through basketball, whatever the case may be. I mean, a lot of them I've known growing up.
Who's the guy on your team that so you're a senior, and so who's the guy on your team that gets in the middle and fires everybody up? Who gives that speech?
Dan DeFeo. He's a junior lineman.
You know who's my guy that I like? The name I like, Rocco DiBiase.
That's a football name.
No offense to you, or
That's a football name.
That's a football name.
That's a football name.
Ordilli's a good name. And you
Good name,
got a sophomore quarterback?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your quarterback.
Like what you guys were saying.
Was he a
earlier.
good leader?
Oh my God, he's like that Swiss Army knife. You guys.
Oh, look at that.
Look at
You
that.
can tell. I mean, I've known him a long time too, from JFL to even freshman year.
Really?
He's been a true leader for us. I mean, it's great having.
And he's a sophomore, right?
And he did it as a freshman too.
And he commands respect from the seniors and
Oh,
the
yeah.
juniors and
Oh,
everything.
yeah. He gets everybody in place.
So
that's for sure.
Mainland's in good shape for the future.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Who's going to be the running back next year?
Rocco.
Oh yeah,
he's a
Rocco's
junior.
back.
Yeah, Rocco's back.
Ah,
Rocco's back. Yeah.
Rocco. How do you say his last name?
DiBiase.
Rocco DiBiase.
Yep.
That's a football name.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, we're going to give you for coming in here, Steven. We're going to give you a Locker Room 97.3 ESPN Locker Room T-shirt.
Oh, wow.
Steve,
Show the
we're gonna
back. Show
present
the
you.
back
We're
to
gonna
him.
present you with a little Locker Room T-shirt for coming in today.
Awesome.
Congrats on your win.
Appreciate
here you go.
There you go. Hand it to him. Give it to him. And you just you just can't say enough about the journey that you guys been on. It's just remarkable, and winning a championship is special. You'll never forget it. Like I was telling Dave I won when I played for Collingswood. We won the Colonial Conference in 1979, 78, I should say, 78, 79. And we lost the state Group 3 championship to Deptford, or the South Jersey. We didn't have states then. South Jersey. Even though we lost, it's like we'll never forget that. You know what I mean? That whole run, that whole ride, you'll never duplicate that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's how we were my junior year. Like, we made it to the state semifinal last year, and I mean, we had great memories, and we'll never forget that season. But we knew coming back, we brought a lot of those kids back, so we wanted to make it that step farther and create another whole legacy that we were able to complete this year.
And are you looking at colleges? What do you want to do academically? Do you have something?
Somewhere probably in the business world, marketing, sales. My dad's in sales, so probably something along those lines. But I'm looking at colleges. I have to catch up with you.
What's your grade point?
4.9.
Oh, 4.9. I thought 4.0.
Go to 5.
You go to 5 now?
Yeah, you can go to 5. Yep.
That's great, man. So you're a scholar.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Stick around with us. We're going to talk with your head coach on the other side. So we'll continue the Mainland celebration today here in the locker room. All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Somerset, New Jersey. I'm here to tell you about Thin Insurance Group, SIG Protection. Are the what-ifs keeping you up at night? Life is full of surprises, but with the Stan Insurance Group, you'll never be caught off guard. Whether you're protecting your home, automobile, business, Stan will help you select the right insurance coverage at the right price to give you and your family peace of mind when you need it the most. Visit sigprotection.com for a free quote today. That's sigprotection.com. All right, when we return, we'll talk with the head coach of the Mainland Mustangs, Chuck Smith. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemick, and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Tonight on Compass Media Network's coverage of NCAA football, it's the 2023 Big Ten Championship game featuring East Division champs, the Michigan Wolverines, and the West champs, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Hi, it's Greg Daniels. Join Chad Brown and me for all the action as J.J. McCarthy and the Wolverines battle it out with Deacon Hill and the Hawkeyes. It's number 2 Michigan and number 18 Iowa for the Big Ten Championship. If it's NCAA football, it's right here.
Coverage begins at 8 p.m.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call Lenigan. Call Lenigan.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Winning means keeping our community safe. I'm Hassan Reddick, linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles. 59% of our adults report experiencing gun violence or know someone who has. Just like we focus on our training, we need to focus on proper gun storage.
Firearms should be locked out of reach of children and only accessible by you.
If you notice any warning signs of violence, speak up. Tell someone who can help.
Let's tackle gun violence together. Visit CamdenCounty.com/gun safety to learn more.
Now through Sunday, Target Circle members get 10% off Target gift cards. Choose your favorite Target gift card so everyone on your list can get their favorite gifts. Don't wait. Get this big deal today. Save 10% on Target gift cards this weekend only in stores and online. Not a Target Circle member? No problem. Join for free on the Target app or at target.com/circle. 10% off Target gift cards in Sunday. Get your gift cards now, only at Target.
Green ball! Green ball! The rumors are true. I'm back again for the New Jersey Lottery. Because players of Jersey Cash 5, they love me.
Green ball, you said you're back and better than ever. Can you explain?
When you see me in the game, that means a free second drawing and the chance to win, get this, up to $100,000.
The Green Ball is back on Jersey Cash 5 for an even bigger top prize of $100,000. Only through December 3rd.
We love you, Green Ball!
Must be eligible to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you're somebody who knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Restrictions apply. For game odds and promotion details, visit njlottery.com/JC5.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, former Mainland Mustang Dave Klemick, Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver, Nicky Earnshaw. We're joined in the studio today with a running back from Mainland, Steve Ordilli. But right now, let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room the head coach of the Mainland Mustangs, state champion, Group 4 state champion head coach, Chuck Smith. Good morning, Chuck.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Thanks for having us on today.
Chuck, what a ride, huh?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Did you know going into this season that you had what you had in front of you, or was it a work in progress?
We knew we had returning, and the kids had a vision in the beginning of July to come back and be state champions. But it's always a work in progress. Always, always, always. It's not an easy thing to do what these kids did this season. That's for sure.
I'm sure to get this far, your kids have to be dedicated, squared away, and focused. Would you say that that's an accurate description of your team?
That's an understatement. These kids have a tremendous work ethic, and it starts in the weight room, and we live in that weight room in the off season, 5:30 a.m. in the morning. We started a couple weeks after last season ended, and our core group of kids, it was about 25 kids in there, hit or miss according to whether they're in season in the winter or spring. But that's where you win the football games, is the off season. I remember going to Marshall University and watching Randy Moss and Chad Pennington and those guys, Brian Leftwich getting inducted to the Hall of Fame there. And Brian Leftwich said, what you do from January to August determines what you do from August to the end of your season. And that was validity this past year with the Mainland Mustangs.
So, Coach, this is Dave Klemick. I'm a former player of yours.
Hey.
You might remember me. I was telling Steven that we're gonna kind of put him on the spot a little bit too. But this is such a sweet moment for not just your team, but for your whole community. You have no idea. For the rest of your life, you're going to be talking about this, and Coach will be talking about you and everything. But I'll guarantee you, and I've known Coach for 20 something years, and the moment you can always come back to him. He is the same person he was back then as he is right now. Our relationship is there. He is there. That's why I was spoiled, because before I had Coach Vermeil, I had Chuck Smith. And our relationship is just as good. It's like we're there. He's there for you. So you're never going to lose that bond unless he completely changes. And he's just so awesome.
And that state championship gets to his head.
But yeah, one of the sweetest moments I ever had in my life was me and him embracing each other after a Holy Spirit win, actually, and then a state championship win. But those moments that you'll have with Ron Jaworski and Coach Vermeil, they put us in the same room. They say, tell us about Coach Vermeil 1980. You tell us about Coach Vermeil in 2000, whatever it was for. And he says, and it's the same thing. He loved his players. He loves his people. Coach Smith doesn't just love Mainland football. He loves his players. That's what it is. It's the players, and he'll always be there for you. I promise you.
Steve, can you feel when Coach is talking to the team, everybody's buying in because they know that he cares about each and every one of you guys?
Oh, 100%. I mean, he shows it every day. I mean, the amount of care, whether it be in school or on the football field, the amount of care he gives us is, we can't thank of him enough for everything he's done for us this year. I mean, it's truly great to have him, and we know we can always go back to him if we need him.
Coach Chuck, Coach Smith, you're like a father figure to a lot of these guys. I mean, you probably spend more time with your team during the season than you do with your own family.
Yeah, that's true. I appreciate the words, man. It's just part of the job. It's what it is, you know. I mean, I think when you become a high school coach and you're dedicated to it, it's a passion, and you know, it's just you know, overwhelming at times. You know, you spend more time with the kids than you do your family. Your family makes a lot of sacrifices for you, but then, you know, the off season's for the family again. I try to do the best I can with the staff to make sure they have time with their family, because I think that's so important, especially the guys who have young kids, because you miss that time. You spend a lot of time, you know, Saturday mornings, you know, we try to give everybody off Sunday and half of Saturday just to go home and be with their families, because we're so much involved and we're all passionate about it. You know, we all love football. We love being around the kids. We love teaching the game of football and the life lessons that inherently come with it. And, you know, it's just an honor and just a great job to have. I would never change it for anything. I mean, if I didn't coach football, I think I would have retired 5 years ago from teaching. You know, football keeps you alive. It keeps you going. And the relationships that you make along the way, like Dave mentioned, you know, back in '95 when we won the second sectional title in school history, you know, those guys still have a bond. They get together and have reunions. And that's what's going to happen with this team. I was thinking about that the other day. You know, these guys are going to get together 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now and relive those memories and be honored at Mainland and come out on the field and stuff like that. You know, it's just a unique experience, and it's a lifetime memory. That's what we always talk about with football. You know, there's life lessons that come along the way that you don't necessarily understand when you're in the moment.
Right.
But that's our job as coaches, to teach these things, not just football. Football is the easy part. You know, it's becoming a young man and how you go on in life to be a father and a husband.
We're talking with the head coach of the Mainland Mustangs State Group 4 Championships. Chuck Smith is with us. Of course, Stephen Ordilli, running back, is in here. You know, that is true. Like athletics, Dave, like teaches you how to be a man, like teaches you how to overcome adversity, teaches you life. I mean, it's like a microcosm of what life is. And if you're successful on the gridiron, you're going to have a successful career outside of football.
Absolutely. And I've had the greatest teachers. And even though, so like I say, my dad wasn't around growing up. So my coaches were my dad. So understand, when I get to hug Chuck Smith, I hug him for a long time, as long as I can hold. I'll get choked up right now.
Yeah, I know. He's
I
getting
won't
all
let go.
Hey, coach, he's getting all welled up here, man.
I won't let go of him. He has to let go. He has to push me away. But I love him, and I know you guys have no idea how lucky you are.
Hey, coach, let me ask you a question. Like the kids now, they're like, Steve's a senior. He's getting ready to move on. How integral, how much of a part of you getting these guys to get to college? That's probably takes up a lot of your time too, promoting, you know, try to get them into a good college.
Yeah, and it's not just kids who want to play football. It's all the kids. You know, if they have aspirations to go to college or even into trade schools or whatever it is, you know, we're always there to help them out. And we spend a lot of time, you know, especially the kids that want to play football in college, you know, promoting them, pushing them, selling them to the different schools, setting up the interviews. You know, we just started this week again in the barrage of college coaches coming in again. And I really love it, you know, that I try to make sure that the guys that play college football, not just keeping in touch with all these guys. You know, we have a big, huge alumni network with Mainland football that is outstanding, and the support that they give us is unbelievable. But you know, the guys I love, like this year, I was able to go see two of my former players play in college, Drew DeMorat and Braden Pullman. And I remember I have a picture hanging up in my office at Mainland of me and Dave when I snuck on the field with a fake ID to pose as a photographer when he played, and I was able to get on the field when he played at Villanova and to see him play. And you know, it's just awesome when you watch these kids grow up and how they become men and fathers and come back, and everybody has that tie back to Mainland. You know, it's a unique experience. Mainland's such a great school, such a great community. I can't say enough. I'm just happy and honored to live here and work there.
Well, I got to tell you, Coach, you guys are the talkative of South Jersey. Congratulations on a huge win. Now, I gave Steven a 97.3 ESPN locker room T-shirt. We're going to give him one to you as well. Least I can do. But I'll give it to Steven. He'll give it to you, Coach. We really appreciate you being on with us, and congratulations and an outstanding year, and we're really happy for you.
Coach, we both love you.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate all you do to promote high school football, man. It's awesome.
All right, there he is, Coach Chuck Smith on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. You get a little emotional, aren't you, Dave, a little bit?
So here's how far we go back. he lived across the street from me growing up. I think we were 7'14", he was 7'15", literally directly across the street. Now, when I had Chuck, he was probably 24, 25 years old, passionate, real passionate guy. He's like a big brother, not a father yet. Not a father.
Now he's the father.
He would teach me some stuff that was kind of funny. That would be like hilarious. He got me a job driving an ice cream truck in college, and really was there for me throughout a lot of my college career. He has he'll get a media pass and be able to go to Delaware when I'm playing Delaware, Villanova. I would see him at the games on the sidelines. I'm like, he was there on the sideline of these games. Bought me Christmas presents every year, all the way up until I could start buying him Christmas presents when I'm in the NFL, But I mean, like, this is like, I'd go to his house on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
These are, and then he had his own family much later. And I was at his wedding.
So it's like, Steve, you see the bond that you guys have. I'm telling you, like, we just won the Colonial Conference. Yeah, we lost the state Group 3 championship, but I still have that memory. It's just it'll never fade, man. And like Fred Shiro said, win the night, walk together forever. You guys certainly will. I appreciate you coming in, man. And stick around for a little. Stick around for the rest of the show.
Will do.
And
Thank you guys for having me.
Dave, thanks for facilitating getting these guys in, Coach. I don't think they get enough recognition. You know what I mean? Like high school sports. We talk Eagles, Sixers, but it's good to get the high school game.
Yeah, because the studio's in Northfield.
Yeah.
So we're surrounded in this community by this winning team. And I mean, it is a record-breaking team. It's the only team to ever win 14 and a 0 and an actual state champion. And it's just, if you met the kids too, they worked their butts off. They really earned it. Such great kids. You're gonna start getting some really crazy postseason accolades. Jamie Tyson's probably going to be defensive player of the year in the state of New Jersey too. I mean, I can't.
Did you make Steve? Did you make like all conference, or have you got any of those accolades yet?
They're still coming out.
They're still coming out. When do they? I guess. Well, you guys are in the like. So back in the day, we like my brother Bobby was all Colonial Conference. Like, I don't know. Do they still do that?
Yeah, they do, like South Jersey and
it's all one because it's all West Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think it comes out.
Okay.
Weeks, whatever.
All right. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey. Hey, I'm here to tell you about Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. Try their famous crab cake, steamed shrimp. That sounds good. Selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the pierogi kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. Get down to Captain Chucky's in SeaIsle.com. Go down there and say hello to John and Kathy McCann. They're at 4111 Landis Avenue in Sea Isle City. See all they have to offer. Online ordering is available. Local delivery is available. That's Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Clemick, and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship game today on ESPN Radio. At 11-1 and ranked 7th in the nation, the Texas Longhorns head to Jerry's World looking to solidify their resume and earn an invite to the college football playoff when they face the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Will it be enough? Number 7 Texas versus 18th ranked Oklahoma State. Kickoff at noon Eastern.
Football lives on 97.3 ESPN FM, South Jersey's football station.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right. Y'all gotta try that Febreze car. Just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La, 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistent scent. All over Febreze car clips right on your bench. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face. When it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La, 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 la.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcast live at Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Dave Klemick, Nikki Earnshaw. I want to remind people, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. Now, Nikki Earnshaw,
yes,
we've had a text board question up, 609-403-0973. Is Jalen Hurts the MVP this year?
Yeah, I think so.
All
but we got a couple more texts, and Louis from Collingswood agrees. Hurts is definitely a leading candidate for MVP. The
Louis
bottom line is that he is a winner. He always finds ways to win regardless of the quality of play by the team in a particular game.
And that's a true statement. I can't argue with that.
Most valuable. Most valuable, Billy. All right, one more. We got Joey D. If Jalen wins the MVP, that will be nice. But, gentlemen, the only trophy that I'm interested in is the Lombardi.
Absolutely.
True.
We need another Lombardi trophy.
Yeah, I think they need to add another one.
I mean, you know my thoughts. What do you think? Who do you like for?
Yeah, who do you like for tomorrow's game, Steve or Dilly?
For tomorrow's game, I'm a big Birds fan. I
There
like
we
the
go.
Birds. And
There we
Steve,
go.
you got a girlfriend? No. You're the star running back on a team. You're
No, I
Italian.
gotta find one.
Or
I gotta
Dilly's
find one.
Italian. You don't have a
Let him live.
girlfriend?
Let him live.
I gotta find one.
Is there a special, like a cheerleader on a team or something?
Maybe one day I'll
You
find
guys
one.
allowed to fraternize with a cheerleader?
All right, so can you leave his phone number over the thing? Do you have a
No, do you guys have like a winter, like a snowball dance or anything? Like you guys have dances?
Snowball
we
dance.
We had a homecoming dance.
Well, you had a home. Did you take anybody to home?
No, nobody really.
Steve.
Yeah, I know.
He's like a
the
walking
star
celebrity around here.
You're the star of the football team.
Yeah, but hey, hopefully
Make it
it'll
Billy
Well,
find
you don't
out.
want to be.
Yeah,
You know what, Dave? He doesn't want to be distracted.
You don't get a 4.9 GPA by having girlfriends and having
that's true.
distractions.
That's
right?
why I had a 1.9.
Don't give him bad advice, Billy. Don't listen to him.
So Dave's favorite story is when we went to college, my brother Bobby and I, the grades came out, and the coach says, he pulls everybody in. He's going, and then our grades of this team are so, we got guys that are like, he's yelling at us. And then he goes, we got two guys on this team that are so gosh darn dumb that combined their grade point average doesn't equal a 1. That was me and my twin brother Bobby. We were distracted. I told you, Baldinger, he said Baldinger, because we played against Baldinger, he said he was on his way down to Leeds McRae. And what did he say? It got delayed because there was a cattle crossing. There was nothing up there.
That was his memory of
Yeah.
playing against Leeds
Listen,
McRae.
we were the highest college elevation-wise, all right? My dorm room, I literally had to walk down through a cloud to get to school.
When we played the Niners one time, we had to take a bus to where
Yeah.
we were practicing, and our buses got stuck going up a hill. It was so high.
Yeah.
We had to get the luggage out.
Wow.
And then
get out,
drive the rest of
really?
the practice, and another bus picked it up.
Unbelievable.
What, did you go down the Crooked Street?
Yeah, it was like a really
You guys
high
know what
hill.
that is, right? The Crooked Street? In San Francisco, there's a street that
Oh,
goes,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
crooked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Steve, moral of the story is limit your distractions. All
Well,
right,
I would say you
limit.
did a pretty good job with that state Group 4 champion.
Continue to limit them.
Oh, yeah. By the way, just let me read something real quick. 207 attempts, 1,841 yards, 9 yards a carry, 30
That's
touchdowns.
unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's unbelievable. You better get some accolades.
Man,
Other than, I mean, like personal
He's
hardware.
nearly averaging a first
Better
down.
bring some hardware home, Nick.
Yeah, I think he will.
All right, let's real quick. We got about a couple of minutes left. I don't feel good about Sunday's game, and I just don't, because what I'm thinking about is, like, they've been getting away with it for, they either better put it together. They could get run out of the building on Sunday if they don't watch themselves. So you heard Baldinger, Nick. If they don't play their
I
best
know.
game,
I
it
agree.
could be a long
The
Sunday afternoon,
The
man.
Niners the Niners need this more than the Eagles do right now.
That's right.
They do.
They're talking trash.
Yep. I don't know.
We haven't put a game together. We haven't put one full game together, really, where you're like,
your article is right. You have about 9 lives. We
Right.
used them all.
Yep.
they used them all.
So now we got to start winning games.
Give me a
for real.
prediction, Clement, since you won't be with us. By the way, tomorrow, got to check us out. We're going to be at the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana for Week 13 in the NFL.
All the predictions say it's like 24-21. San Francisco, and it's like going to be a total of 48 points. I think it's going to be a little higher scoring than that. 30-21.
What do you say, Nick?
34-31 Birds.
Stick around. I'll give my prediction tomorrow for the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana.
I'll miss you guys.
10 to 12 tomorrow, Sunday.
I'll be listening.
All right. Thanks to Brian Baldinger, the Sportsbook in Sigler, Dave Sherapan, head coach Chuck Smith. Steve, thanks for coming in. We really appreciate it. Gabe Klemick, as always, Nikki Earnshaw. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. I'll see you tomorrow at the Caesars Sportsbook in the Tropicana right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The preceding program was paid for by